It'd be the same lady who didn't do an updated Instagram photo of her
Oh my
her
god.
comfort fake party this week after getting a reminder.
Okay, you know what? Here. I've got the sticky note right here.
Welcome to the Northern Knits Podcast. We are two friends in fiber who knit, crochet, and live the dirty life, I guess. It's
Some
episode
kind of life.
185. It's episode 185. My name is Jocelyn. My co-host is
Diana.
We can be found all over the internet as different things in different places. Diana kindly links things down in the description box for everybody and in the show notes. That way we don't have to say it every week. It helps. It really helps. I'm currently visiting my parents in Saskatoon and will be doing so till the end of the month of October. Then I'll be going home to Winnipeg. Diana currently calls Waterloo, Ontario home.
Indeed, I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the pretty colored leaves. I'm so excited. This is like the best fall ever.
Good.
I mean, world state aside, I have never seen so many pretty fall colors in all my life. Like literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm so excited.
Winnipeg kind of goes summer, fall, winter.
Yeah.
You get about a week, and that's it.
I
Which
know,
makes
and like
sense.
my entire wardrobe is fall. Like no
Mhm.
matter what I do, it always just comes back that way.
Mhm.
And so now we've had like a month of fall and we're looking forward to another month of fall and I am in heaven. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. Never
Yeah.
had so much fall in my life.
Yep. Well, yeah, because you were born in Stonewall or Winnipeg, and then you grew up in Stonewall.
Yeah. So Manitoba all my life. So it's
yeah. You've never experienced other Canadian seasons.
I have not. Fall has always been an approximately 2.5 weeks, 3 if you're really lucky, and then it's just winter. You're just waiting for winter.
It is actually a longer season than that. It's just Winnipeg. It's gotta go all the way from 40 above to 40 below. It's a wide gap that bad boy's covering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot more consistent here. Maybe
Yes.
it has something to do with all those giant bodies of water around.
Who knows? Maybe
it's a mystery.
You're farther south? I think you're farther south.
Yeah, we're a good deal farther south.
South, yeah.
I think we're actually in line with like Northern California.
Okay, so yeah, I know you're definitely south, and I consider myself living south in Winnipeg, so there's a whole bunch of country above both of us.
Yeah.
A bunch. All right. I have 3 drinks on the go. Which drink do you want me to talk about?
Pick one.
Cool. I'm gonna drink my tea, so I'll talk about my tree.
How many gallons of drink are you drinking?
How many gallons of drink am I drinking? By the time I'm done today, I will have had 4 daughter-sized mugs, 3 of tea, 1 of coffee, decaf coffee, a 500 milliliter bottle of ginger ale, and about 3 or 4 glasses of water or lemonade and water. Or hydration's never been my problem.
Apparently not.
But there's leftover pumpkin pie. I might consume more still today.
We actually don't have any pumpkin pie. We have 2 butter tart pies.
We made homemade pumpkin pie so I could eat it, and we found a coconut whipped cream in a can that's corn free. So nice. There's a whipping cream and a pie I can eat that don't upset my stomach.
That's awesome.
For the pie's been or whenever I've made a homemade pie, but the coconut whip's new, and it's so good. Mommy's converted. She eats it too.
Haha.
She tells you it's good. Mom won't convert for just any old Cool Whip. So what's in your cup? Tea, I'm assuming. It's late on a Monday evening.
Indeed. I had a whole lot of sugar after dinner, so I have some...
2 butter tart pie thingies need to be eaten.
Oh, I forgot to mention the ice cream. There was homemade ice cream. We made 2 pies and apple crisp and homemade ice cream.
For 4 of you.
For 4 of us.
There's so much dessert in your fridge.
So today I had 2 slices of pie, both with ice cream, and 1 helping of apple crisp.
I like how the pie and the apple just delineate the differences between the desserts.
I mean, you have your early afternoon pie, and you have your after dinner pie, and
Oh
maybe you should eat a
God.
fruit in there somewhere. So you got to have your apple crisp and get your 5 a day.
With
Uh-huh.
leftovers.
Yeah. So lots of sugar equals I'm drinking chamomile tea. Uh-huh.
Very respectable adult eating situation going on today. I ate regular sized
Leftover Thanksgiving
meals.
food.
We had ours today, so I had turkey just before we started recording. So
We've got turkey for days, literally.
yeah, I know you do. It's got
We
a
made a
bird for
whole
4
turkey.
people.
It's the smallest turkey we could find, and there were 4 of us. And there's just turkey for days, and we made stock, and so we've got stock for days. And
Why didn't you guys just make turkey boobs?
because we really wanted to make a whole turkey.
Okay.
Because I would have been fine with just doing that because I like the
Mhm.
white meat, but
Mhm.
Mr. Diana likes the dark meat, so
Oh, you got to do the whole bird.
got to do the whole bird.
Oh my god, so much.
Yep.
Yeah, because even the small ones are bigger than a chicken. Like,
Oh, 6.5 kilograms, I think. 6.4
yeah,
kilograms.
and that's if you can find a small one, because some of those bad boys are huge.
Yeah, that was a small one.
I know they get big. Okay.
They get feed a small army big.
They do. All right. Well, since we both have tea and we both had way too much sugar and food this weekend, shall we talk knitting projects? Oh wait, you had things on the go because Mr. Diana wore the socks you made him.
Yeah, cool threads. Mr. Diana wore the socks. Unprompted. They were there and they were clean, and he put them on his feet, and he's been very happy with his socks all day. So I was very happy with the socks too.
He is very knit-worthy.
He is very knit-worthy.
He's
So
very
that's the only
knit-worthy.
thing I've knit for him.
And he's
I made the cunning hat when we were like
dating.
first going out
Yeah.
years ago, the better part of a decade ago, and I haven't made him anything since.
Mm-hmm.
I made him the socks finally.
You might want
So
to
he's
make
gonna
him
get a
some more
sweater
things.
eventually.
I think you need
We've
to
been
make him
talking
some.
sweaters.
Oh yeah, he's totally worth a sweater.
Absolutely.
Though I think he rocks old man matching enough, he could pull off sweater vest. Just saying.
He might need a sweater vest to go with the tweed.
He's got so much tweed. I feel like he needs a cabled sweater vest.
To go with the tweed and the bowler hat?
Yes, you see where I'm going. Like,
Yes.
I've been friends with him a very long time now. We met because you were dating him. Like a very long time now. His tweed and his bowler hat, and his plith helmet and his accoutrement of steampunk stuff.
Dating a time traveler. I married a time traveler, I'm pretty sure.
You married an old man from 19th century Victoria, England, is what you married.
That's okay, because I'm pretty sure I'm also about 80 years old from the same era, so
Yep.
I'm like, we're okay.
You guys are doing fine. But he needs a sweater vest. Bonus,
Yes.
those don't have sleeves.
Yes. I like the way you think.
I like the way I think too.
I was shuffling boxes around and I found my box of vintage knitting patterns from like the 1940s.
Oh my
Sweater
god, yes.
vests. Sweater
Oh my god,
vests.
yes.
Legit from the 40s.
Is he to wear them?
I would. So would my brother. I think I just need to pick one that I like the look of, that I won't hate knitting, and just trim them out in different colors.
I think
for both
yes.
of them.
I think yes. Not for your brother-in-law. He's not a sweater vest kind of man.
No, not for my dad, not for either of the brothers-in-law.
No, yeah.
But
no, neither the
Mr.
brother-in-law.
Diana and my brother would both rock the old man
Sweater
cardigans and
vest.
sweater vests.
Oh yeah. Told you my cousin Ian wants a sweater vest at some point.
Yes.
He feels like 23 is too early, but he figures by the time he's 30, he might put in a request for one. And I said, you drive me to doctor's appointments, and you drive me to like Bulk Barn, and you and your girlfriend pick me up and help me get places. Sir, you can have a sweater when you're ready. But he specifically wants to be that weird fuddy-duddy math teacher that everybody has in like junior high or elementary school. That's his life goal.
That is an interesting life goal, I must say.
He is a very, very sweet man, and he likes working with children. He enjoys being an elementary school teacher.
That is a very special and important kind of person.
That is and if that special and important person wants a sweater vest, I will make him a sweater vest.
He gets a sweater vest.
He gets a sweater vest. He's just really kind, and he's always willing to help me out, which is beyond appreciated, because it's a little thin on the ground most of the time for me. Pandemic doesn't help me any. Oh goodness. Well, I'm glad he's wearing and enjoying his socks. I've just been wearing my campfire cardi. I occasionally, that's the crocheted one I made this summer, because again, I'm still at my mom's. I do, if I ever get my ends woven in, hanging here on the side, my simple hug.
You could just wear it with the ends hanging out.
You know what? When I'm around the house, I do.
I wove in the ends on my flax, but I didn't trim most of them off. So the inside of my sweater's still just all shaggy with ends. They're woven in.
Honest, the ends on the inside of the simple hug may never be dealt with. It might never happen, but it will be clean enough and presentable enough at some point I can take it out of the house. It's for me, and I don't care, so I don't have to. That's how it works in my brain. Oh my goodness. Did you wear anything this week? Since you have fall for 2 glorious months?
Yeah, I wore the flax this week.
Mhm.
I guess on Saturday when we went to look at a house.
Ooh.
To rent, not to buy. And obviously we have already talked about this at length. So for podcast purposes, I will simply say we're renting a house probably come January. We haven't signed the lease yet, but we really like it and it's super cool. And if it happens, then there will be pictures and much excitement.
I'm sorry, our entire follower base must see that shiny room in a good Instagram photo, and that is like you move in, and that is the first. I don't even care if there's boxes on the floor. That is like the first photo that needs to go up. This house has so much character.
This house was built by a German architect in the 70s, and he loved ships.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You can tell. You can tell.
But there's this one particular room that is shiny, like. One of the walls is just little mirror tiles, and the bifold door on the closet is the little mirror tiles, and like the front of the desk with an opening cupboard door is little mirror tiles, and the lamp hanging from the ceiling is the little mirror tiles, and the other 3 walls, shiny metallic silver floral wallpaper.
I kind of want that to be your office room, so when we record, your lighting is great.
Amazing. I can't post any pictures of it now because it is not my space to be posting photos of.
No. Once you guys are in. Yeah.
It's going to be the first thing.
I can't wait. I just can't wait. I'm
so
excited.
I can't believe it. It's so good. This house is so weird and full of charm and character. I can't get over it.
Oh, I'm so stoked. I suppose, given our conversation earlier, I actually know how many projects you have, so I know I have to go first twice.
Yes. We have now reached the Jocelyn portion of the show.
Oh, God.
Wherein I sit here and knit very quietly.
The first 2, well, a good chunk of them will be really quick because I'm doing the daily Crafty Check In. So I'm not going to talk at length here because I've already talked at length there. So that's just duplicating things. I know Diana puts the links in, so I know it's there. I'm doing a daily vlog every day for the month of October, and I'm not doing it on this channel, so we just don't get the feeds really bogged down. I'm doing it on the Amber Dragon Designs channel, which I know I sent a link to Diana for.
Yes, it has.
Because I did. I made a Zero.
Zero's so cute.
Little floaty ghost. He's a ghost dog from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is one of the 5 patterns I got from Square Pig Crochet from Etsy. That sort of like started this whole thing. So they've got it set up so he looks like he's floating even when he's lying flat on the ground. So it's really cute. He was really quick to make, which was really nice. I even got his eyeballs on him.
Aww.
Eyeballs in his nose. So all of the Halloween crafts are out of impeccable yarn from Loops and Threads, which is the Michael's House brand. We're just gonna state that because there's a lot going on this month. I might even stop saying it on the pod in the daily vlogs because I'm like, I can't. Oh man, I knocked over some knitting. All right, are you ready for a 17-inch high Oogie Boogie Man?
Oh my gosh, he's so much bigger than I realized.
He's huge.
This be the last time you hear the boogie song.
Oh, I've been singing it for days. I still need to do his stitch detailing on his side here, but that's all in black thread. So I need a morning when my vision's doing a bit better to do that, because at night my eyes get pretty tired. But that's all that's left of a whole ball of yarn. So he took a lot of yarn.
Yeah.
He's beige because he's a bag of what is it? Bugs. He's a bag of bugs. I dropped my 8-bit soda on the ground. That's what fell down. But he looks really good.
Looks so good.
I feel like he needs little
Love
foam skull dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his arms are posable, so if I make him little dice, I could secure him in his hand.
He just got 10 times cuter.
I know he did. I have to have leftover white when I'm done to make the dice, so that'll be a thing. All right, and we finished the candy corn cat. This is another big one. This one comes in at like 12 inches.
Aw!
So we have our tail now.
Fixed his smushy head.
Fixed the head. We had to restuff. I did not stuff firmly enough. I didn't like how she had the face done, so I made some alterations to the face, and I'm not sure about the buttons for eyeballs. I might give her bigger eyeballs, but she was a little naked, so we crocheted her a quick cardigan. So she could
That's
be
cute.
a little rocker. So these were all got done this week, during the week. So if you guys want to watch the very slow, painful progress, and that thud you just heard was that cat hitting the ground, because that is so sternly full.
That is solid.
How firmly stuffed you have to make that thing. It's also worsted held double. So like it is, my hands hurt. I don't think I'll ever make another one that's worsted double, because that is so hard on my hands.
Wow.
But that whips me through the stuff that I made this week on the vlog, which just leaves my 2 knitting projects.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn to talk about a thing as I finish this stitch. I have been not doing nearly enough work on my Comfort Fade cardigan.
Oh,
I may have forgotten to move my progress keeper last time, so that might actually be 2 weeks of progress right there. I'm not proud of it. But it's still looking good. So once more with feeling, this is the Comfort Fade Cardi by, Andrea Mowry. I have it open on my phone here. I'm doing it out of yarn from a kit by Sew Into Knitting.
Yes.
Yes. Like, which sewing pun was this? Sew Into Knitting is a local Manitoba dyer. So it's shades of purple from it starts in a light gray with white, and then it goes into gray and purple with white. Oh, the focus just changed. That's weird. And then it goes into just purple and white, and then just purple and darker purple, which I haven't got there yet, but we're getting there slowly. So my fade it's a little bit challenging trying to match the fade on the sleeve to the body. It's a lot of like, have I knit enough rows yet? Hold it up, fidget with it for a while. Knit a few more rows, hold it up, fidget with it for a while. So it's been really slow going.
Oh my.
I'm just fading
so good.
I'm just finishing my last fade section into the 4th color. So then I can just knit that roundy, continuing my decreases until the sleeve is long enough, and then I get to do some more fun fading for the cuff, which I haven't read yet, other than I need to do some more fading for the cuff. And then I get to do it all again!
On the bright side, the second time will go a bit easier because you've gotten into the flow of it.
Yeah, and I'll know what I'm doing and whatnot.
Yeah. We'll be a little less fidgety, so that's not a shock.
And then I get to pick up and do the shawl color! Yay! Everybody cheer! Shawl color! Millions of stitches!
I still have time to buy the yarn and cast mine on, then, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, this is what you're hearing.
Okay, good. Just checking.
And in case anybody is new here and had forgotten, this sweater I had cast on for our Patreon knit along. I'd started it, I don't know, back in the summer, and the goal was to be done by the end of September. It's the middle of October.
It's okay.
So
we also haven't drawn prizes for it either, so...
Well, I wasn't eligible for a prize anyway. Like, we all knew I wasn't finishing on time. Like,
I knit the whole body of mine.
The world is trying to end, and I still haven't finished on time. So, like,
I knit the whole body of mine and then ripped it out.
Oh yeah, your snowflakey one.
The flat white, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. I'm trying to get some other. Strangely enough, my October has gotten quite busy.
Hmm.
I had planned on a daily vlog when I came up here. Oh, we fell down that hole. But okay, sure, sure. Do we want the sock story or do we want the 8 big walk of shame? Which,
Let's
by
do
the
the
way,
socks.
we were tagged in an Instagram post because somebody else has joined us in our walk of shame. To
Oh
which I
no.
say, absolutely, the more the merrier.
My shame is pretty shameful this week, so let's do the sock first. I'm just gonna delay the shame a little bit longer. Delay the
You want
shame.
to just live in denial for just like another 3 minutes, Jocelyn. That's
Yeah.
all I ask.
A little longer. A little bit more
Because
procrastination.
you've spent too much time drinking 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah. 3 bottles of wine across 4 people yesterday.
Oh,
Homemade wine too. It was really good.
my, that would have been really tasty.
It was. It
Oh,
was like a Riesling. It went down so easy.
oh yes. That would be super tasty. I'm, however, delaying because I've got like 5 stitches till the end of my row. So I'll start by telling the story.
Yeah,
Everybody
story time.
knows.
Story time.
Story time. I have been working on my grandpa socks. They're called grandpa socks because I just kind of randomly name the colorways, and at some point I lose the ball band. Unshockingly, I've lost the ball band. Takes a while for me to make socks, guys. And these ones remind me of the color palette of most grandpa closets. So they are my grandpa socks. So they are dark gray to medium gray with a red and a deep blue. Like they're grandpa colors are what they are. And I'm super excited. I believe this is Michael's yarn. I think this is one of the Michael's sock yarns I wanted to try. So the last time I showed these, which was weeks ago, I've been working on them on the way out here because it's an 8-hour drive. I had time. And I got to the heel and I really messed the heel up. So I can't just rip back and pick up the stitches because I can't see the stitches. Like I knit socks truly blind, not just low vision, legally blind, but like I really can't see what I'm doing. Most fingering weight stuff is completely by memory and by touch these days. So I recasted them on and I recasted 2 of them on.
Looking they're so matchy.
I did not plan this. This was not intentional. This was just how the yarn balls worked out. And I went,
so matchy.
I'll take it. I'm not going to argue with it.
That's
but
lovely.
I'm doing 2 at a time magic loop on my 40-inch circular Chagu needles on a 2.25 millimeter because I am a tight knitter. These are a dense sock. Ask Diana. They're not a they're a proper sock density.
You don't do loose socks.
I don't. And they are living in my Air Lane bag. So my Air Lane sack. So that's what I've been working on literally in the evenings while I listen to the news before I get ready to bed. It's like my wind down knitting now.
It's a good habit.
Seems weird to say while watching the news, but it helps me go to sleep. I should get bored and frustrated with the state of humanity and go, that's it, I'm done. The day's over. However, it does mean we're out of time, and it's time for the walk of shame.
Well, it's very convenient I got to a stopping point. Okay, let's do this shame.
I was only able to work on it yesterday, so last week I was just about done my Mega Man. Yeah, I was at his head, right? Right. Yeah, because you were like literally 1 row behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. How could that even be possible? This is the most exciting part of my week because we don't talk about this at all, and we talk about a lot of stuff in between. But we don't share it on the Discord. Like me and her keep pretty tight-lipped on what we have and haven't done on the 8-bits for this to be a surprise. Are you ready? I have flipped my work inside out so everybody can see what's going on.
Okay. I get mine over here ready to hold up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Just trying not to throw the yarn on the floor. Because it
will
get tangled.
I did look at the next clue. We are decreasing. Not that you and I are there yet.
No, we're not going to be there for a while. Well, I'm not. I don't know about you.
I'm done Mega Man, and I'm halfway through my Ghost.
I'm not done Mega Man. I think I did like 4 rounds.
This for like a day. I put in 8 hours on it yesterday. That's it.
I think I did like 2 on it yesterday, so like, no, not yesterday, Saturday.
Woohoo! I'm in the lead.
You are in the lead. Yeah, it's
So, tip for the ghost: you actually do 2 ghosts per big section. So I actually threw in extra stitch markers between my ghosts to help me
huh.
keep track of my ghosts, because you do it, and you do 1 fewer rows of repeat between Mega Man and the ghosts because he's such a tall pattern, and this is a
Okay.
shorter pattern so that your height's the right height. This is going to
Okay.
be perfect with the extra length I added. I should be just below my butt when I'm done, which is exactly where I
Nice.
wanted it. So I'm super happy with how the math's working out on this one. But this is my 8-bit. I'm making mine out of Briggs in Little Sport Weight in gray and white. And this is not the last time you're going to hear about it, because I still have to pick up my shoulders, plus do another clue, and then do the decrease clue, and there's one more clue after that. And then I get to steek it, because I'm making mine a cardigan. Of course I'm making mine a cardigan.
Just gotta go that extra step. So yeah, this is the 8-bit sweater from Lattes and Llamas is the designer. Mine is out of Knit Picks Wool of the Andes in Oyster Heather and Midnight Heather. So it's an off-white, sort of a beige off-white, and a really dark blue, which effectively is white and black.
I am literally at the wall in this bedroom as I roll back to get this sweater in frame, I think. I'm too far away from my screen to see if I'm in frame.
Touch higher. Yeah. So much.
I can't back up anymore. It's as backed up as I get.
These sweaters are so great. These bring me so much joy.
I am so happy while I'm working on this. Now I'm going to make really loud noises and roll forward. Oh, yeah, rolling forward. All right. Now I'm going to put the inside back on the outside, because that's how I knit, guys. I was so hoping. I went out and I did some painting today, but I was hoping, because I'm got like 5 more rows or 6 more rows, and I'm done this chart. And then I can pick up the sleeves, which will be a bit of a complicated mess, because I obviously made a center part. So then I have to lay out the pattern with the sleeves and figure out how to knit them and pick up the sleeves at the same time in the round, which might be different than how the instructions say.
Potentially. Well, you only added a couple of stitches, right?
Well, I added the stitch in the middle, but I kind of offset everything. So I want to make sure that I have the right front panel and the left front panel lined up. And I have to flip my sleeves over, because obviously my sleeves are backwards. My whole sweater's backwards. If you guys have noticed, everything's facing the wrong direction. Because that's how I knit in the round. Fine. I don't care. It still looks good. It's fine. So I'm going to have to lay it out on the floor and fiddle with it for a little bit and look at all the numbers that she gives and make sure that they line up with how I want them picked up, so that the sleeves are in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of sweater.
It's going to be an adventure.
Oh, this whole sweater's been an adventure. I've never color worked before.
I'm looking at all the color work sweaters I've ever favorited now, and I'm like, ooh, I can do these. I can do these so hard. Yes.
So excited. I will be doing more. I'm hoping the steeking goes well, because that really opens up the doors for me, because I'm not a huge pullover fan. The flat white's going to be a pullover because it's winter blue. Like, it's a winter green blue and winter white, and it's snowflakes. It's a winter sweater.
It is a winter sweater.
Winter sweater. So like, I want it for the deep cold, but I don't get as cold as fast as you do. So like, if I could steep a bunch of this color work into cardigans, I am way more likely to wear it. Way more likely to wear it. So here's hoping. We'll find out soon. I've only put a million hours in on it. It's fine.
I guess that brings us to wool gathering.
Yep. It does.
Only thing to say there is the Patreon e-knit-in is next Saturday, October the 24th at noon Manitoba time, which is still daylight time.
It is till the end of the month, I think, yeah?
We have been informed.
God.
It's so great having an audience that can just look stuff up for you.
Comments will tell us.
Yeah.
Comments are smart.
I love crowdsourcing. It's wonderful.
It's very handy. I won't lie. You want to talk about Patreon in case people don't know what it is?
Right. Yeah, I guess I should do that. I'm like, I was supposed to say something right now. What am I doing? I think the tea's kicking in.
I think the turkey's kicking in.
Yeah, maybe. Gobble, gobble. Well, Patreon is a way of financially supporting this ridiculous endeavor, should you wish to do so. So there are different tiers of support that you can support us at. I should really just write a blurb to read every week and try to wing it.
You're so awkward. It's so delightful. I love it so very much.
People tell me I'm a good speaker. It's only because I've practiced. I'm terrible at improv. Oh. Patreon is a way of financially supporting this ridiculous endeavor, should you wish to do so. You can support us at $1, $5, or $10 a month. All of those levels will get you access to our Discord, our private Discord server, where you can interact with us and everyone else via text and pictures all the time, whenever you so choose. And at the $5 and $10 levels, you also get to join us for an in-person virtual e-knit-in on the second last Saturday of each month, where we just get together and hang out on Google Meet. It's almost good.
I don't ever take any of the edits out. Everybody sees all of them.
I know. You're getting realism. That's what you come here for, right?
So good. So good. I loves it. As always, if you can't financially support us, super understanding. Not everybody can. If you like, subscribe, and share, that is also a huge help to the community. We still have a group on Ravelry. Neither me or Diana are terribly active on Ravelry. Mine because of accessibilities. Diana because, guys, she works on a computer all day for her job. She doesn't necessarily want to do it all night long, too. So, she takes breaks every now and again.
Honestly, I kind of forget it exists. So there's just so many things to check in a day. Some of them fall off the end of the to-do list.
It just happens. We are far more active on Instagram, mostly because I'm there.
Again, yes, falling off the end of the to-do list.
But you can catch Diana on Discord every once in a while, and if we haven't heard from her in a couple of days, we ask her if she's lurking.
Guaranteed I'm lurking. I read most of the stuff that happens. I just don't necessarily, You ever do that? You get a text from somebody and you read it and you're like, right, I'll respond to that later?
No, because I respond right then.
Oh. Is it just me? Am I the only person that does that?
Well, I'm sure other people do, but I don't want to be that person who looks at the text and says I'll do that later and then never does it. I don't want to be that person. So if I'm looking at my phone, I have enough time to respond to the text, or I haven't looked at my phone. So that way that message is still sitting there waiting for me.
Fair.
No. Which works.
Easily distracted.
My fear is that I'd forget, and then I would feel like an arse. Because
I definitely do forget sometimes, and I'm very sorry.
I'm used to it. If I haven't heard from you in about 2 hours, I poke you again. I go, oh, nope, she meant to. And then she looked up and a bird wandered past the window.
Okay, you know what? There's a really interesting bird that lives. I'm not even kidding. There's a really interesting bird that lives somewhere around here. It's like this giant hawk thing. It's so cool. Yeah. It's very distracting.
I have been friends with you long enough. I know what your texting and social media habits are like. It's not newfound sort of shocking endeavors to me. And sometimes my phone's on voice. A good chunk of the time it's on voice. So I get this random male voice that goes, message from Diana. And then it starts reading the message, but it doesn't read the whole message. It just reads whatever fits on the screen. Cool. That's a thing that happens to me. Who knows?
I enjoy when you tell me it's on voice with a male voice reading things, so then I'll just start sending random
pickup
lines. Yeah. Joey from Friends, how you doing?
How you doing? That, by the way, is just weird because there's no tonal vibrations to the automated.
How you doing?
It's very flat computer male voice. It's always a guy. It's always guy voices. I don't know why. It's just where my preferences are. So that's what my computer sounds like. Maybe because I secretly want it to say "Good morning, Hal." I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe I'll
this.
start sending random evil computer quotes.
You could. You could. That would also absolutely work and freak me out for a second because I'd get the reference and then remember who was messaging me.
Daisy, Daisy.
Yep. Yep. That won't be creepy at all to wander out of the bathroom to hear my phone saying to me from wherever I've left it. Perfectly normal.
Totally.
Uh,
Definitely.
all right. Well, I guess it just leaves books. It's just me this week, I think, is it?
No, I have some books.
Oh, good.
Same books as last week, but
Well, that's fine.
they're books.
I watched an entire anime series this week.
Oh my god.
It was only one season. Two seasons. There was only 25 episodes.
Okay.
So not that bad. Not that bad. I thought for sure by like episode 6, it's not something I'd recommend to Mr. B. Because kind of lighthearted, kind of fluffy, kind of fan servicey. Not really his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Took a bit of a dive. They did a bit of serious content in there, and I went, oh, well,
Cool.
would recommend it. Now here's hoping he can get through the fan service of the first few episodes. The little fan service heavy at the beginning. I like that kind of anime, so it doesn't bother me in the slightest. But I know it does bother some people. I felt it's fair retribution because he recommended one to me, and I don't know what wall, in what time warp, dimensional rift he's fallen into, but he watched it and he liked it, and I'm afraid for his sense of self at this point. It's so out there. It's an experience. I believe is what has been decided.
An experience. You know it's good.
It's something. I don't know if it's good, but I'm still watching it. Not that that says much, but I did decide I needed some sort of lighthearted, not super thinky reading while I was working on stuff this week. So I have repicked up and re-listened to Slave to Sensation by Nalini Singh because I fell in love with it earlier this year, and this is like my third time re-listening to it this year. Still enjoy it.
I got like 3/4 of the way through the 4th book, and I'm like, I need something else. I think I just
What you
overdosed.
get?
Eventually, I
Yeah,
just
you got what you got.
needed to do something different for a while.
That's totally fair.
So I've been continuing to listen to Children of Blood and Bone.
That's decidedly different.
It is decidedly different. Young adult fantasy.
Fantasy.
Magic did exist, but then it didn't exist, except maybe now it does exist, and now the teenagers are off on a journey to save the world. So, some good, like, young adult fantasy. I'm into it.
Which is pretty much the plot line of every fantasy period.
Yes, but I haven't read a fantasy in a very long time, so I'm into it.
Okay, just checking. Are you ready? The next book in the Expanse series comes out in December, which is like a month and a bit from now. We're almost halfway through October.
I know. Mr.
Yeah.
Dinah will have to read it first, and I can't read it until January 1st because of my thing where I'm not reading anything that I'm only reading BIPOC authors for the rest of the year. So I have to wait till January 1st.
I have to somehow figure out how I'm going to, in December, do all the things that are required in December, which, by the way, my list doesn't change because most of my stuff doesn't have anything to do with anybody else anyway. And read the last of the Way of the King novels, which is the Lightbringer series by Sanderson.
Mm-hmm.
Which are those, hey, the smallest book's 42 hours long.
Oh, dear God.
Plus the Expanse series, which is also, hey, the shortest book in that is like 15 hours long.
It's a chunk.
So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna read both of those when they come out, because I'm chomping at the bit for both. Because I want them.
I want them precious.
And hopefully the third book in the Lightbringer series doesn't fall flat like the last book in the S.A. Chakraborty series. That's the City of Brass, Kingdom of Gold, I think was the last one. City of Brass is the first book in that trilogy. That was the one where they were doing so well, and then all of a sudden, the male and female who've been friends the whole way through were magically no longer friends.
Oh.
Yeah. She had feelings for him all of a sudden. Or they did
Oh.
that thing where boys and girls can't be friends ever.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
disappointing.
I was like, God, this falls so flat. Otherwise, it was a great book. So if you don't mind that stuff, you're good to go. So close to a strong female who progressed and did things, and it was okay.
So close.
She still does a lot of things. She's still very strong and independent. But yeah, whatever. Listen.
Oh, well.
So back to Slave to Sensation, because I know exactly what I'm getting. I like him, I don't like him, I can't like him because I'm going to kill him, I might die, I can't escape where I am. All of a sudden, we've solved everything through the power of conversation and our love. Quite frankly, that's exactly what I want. And I want the men to be very good looking. And they are very good looking.
They are very good looking.
And I am okay.
Pretty sure the uniform for all the men in those books is white t-shirt and jeans. Like
Yes,
every
well,
time they're described, I think that's what they're wearing.
Don't worry, because when you get into the Psy men, it's all synth leather and black pants.
Oh. It was Children of Blood and Bone and Unf Your Brain.
Oh, yeah, because you're making your way through that.
Yeah, which I'm actually reading as a PDF.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to get in the habit of opening that instead of Twitter, so I think I might just need to uninstall Twitter.
You're never on it. You just lurk.
I do lurk. I like lurking.
But there's no real posting.
No, I like lurking.
Yeah, which is just weird.
I like reading about everybody else's brain droppings. That one tweet of that one random brain dropping that I thought was vaguely clever in like 2018 started making the rounds again, so my phone's been like dinging to tell me that people are liking and retweeting my stuff again. It's like, wait, what? This was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Why is it going around again?
Yeah, people do that to me every once in a while because I voice very loud opinions.
Mine wasn't even an opinion, it was just like a random ass brain dropping.
Mine tend to be opinions.
It was like, I thought it was a little bit clever, and apparently it's very clever. The internet's weird.
The whims of Twitter cannot be defined.
No.
But hey, that's it. That wraps us up for the week. Woohoo!
I believe that does.
Which is good because your chamomile's starting to make you sleepy.
Yes. It's also very warm in here. I shut the window.
Fading.
I'm melting is what's going on.
All right, in which case, I'll say until next week, I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you,
don't forget to knit.